Dear friends, welcome to another episode of The Spoke Master. In this video, we'll talk about HELIOS, the new laser weapon that promises to revolutionize the future of naval warfare. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe now and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates. Recently, the USS Preble destroyer conducted a successful test with a technology that promises to revolutionize warfare. But what does this mean for the future of naval combat? And how can directed energy weapons change the dynamics of modern conflicts? HELIOS stands for High Energy Laser with integrated Optical-dazzler and surveillance. In other words, it's a directed energy system that combines a high-power laser with optical sensors and a target blinding mechanism. Quite different from conventional systems that use kinetic munitions like missiles and cannon projectiles. HELIOS operates using a highly concentrated light beam capable of melting and disabling targets in seconds, signifying a drastic change in how threats are confronted in the modern naval environment. The main advantage of this technology is that it allows for nearly unlimited shots, as long as there's sufficient energy supply on board the vessel. The United States Navy revealed that the USS Preble, an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, successfully fired the HELIOS system against a drone in 2024, a test designed to validate the system's functionality and effectiveness, detailed in the Pentagon's annual report on testing and evaluation. However, for obvious reasons, few details have been disclosed about the exact location and date of the exercise. We know, however, that this test wasn't an isolated event, with the Navy conducting experiments with directed energy weapons for years, testing various platforms and tactical deployment methods. The goal is to ensure these systems are reliably and effectively integrated into fleet defense operations in a timely manner, preferably in the short term, with the primary driver of this demand being asymmetric conflicts with non-state actors deploying increasingly lethal missiles and drones, like the Houthis and militants using Iranian missiles and drones in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. These groups have used attack drones and ballistic missiles to threaten commercial shipping and the strategic interests of the United States and its allies, with these frequent confrontations raising concerns about the reduction of the fleet's missile stockpiles, making systems like HELIOS a strategic alternative to deal with these threats in a much more sustainable way. Interceptor missiles, such as those used by the U.S. Navy, are effective but extremely expensive and limited in quantity. We've seen this multiple times in the Red Sea, with American destroyers being forced to leave the theater of operations to be rearmed with missiles. In contrast, a laser system like HELIOS can engage multiple threats without the need for ammunition resupply. Although the concept of laser weapons is not new, their implementation has been a significant challenge. The Navy has been testing similar systems for over a decade, but there are still difficulties in making them combat-ready on a large scale. One of the main challenges is energy generation and management. High-power lasers require a continuous and reliable supply of electricity to operate, necessitating ships to be equipped with large, powerful generators and adequate cooling systems. Additionally, precision is also a critical factor, with the beam needing to remain fixed on the target long enough to cause damage, something that can be challenging in the dynamic maritime environment with constant ship movements and oscillations. The system can be used to shoot down drones, disable hostile small boats, and even act as a dazzler, interfering with or even burning the optical sensors of enemy missiles and drones, preventing them from accurately locating their targets. Moreover, HELIOS has advanced sensors that can be used for surveillance and reconnaissance, a capability that allows the system to enhance the ship's situational awareness by identifying and tracking potential threats from long distances. One of HELIOS's great advantages is its integration with the Aegis system, allowing for more efficient coordination among the vessel's different armaments. Aegis is one of the world's most advanced defense systems, capable of tracking and engaging multiple targets simultaneously. Lockheed Martin, responsible for the system's development, is working to increase its power from the current 60 kilowatts to 150 kilowatts, which will allow for greater range and lethality against more sophisticated threats like fast boats and even small manned aircraft like helicopters. HELIOS isn't the only initiative in this field. The Navy is also testing Odin on other vessels, a laser system but with more limited functionality, serving only as an optical dazzler for missile and drone systems. Additionally, ships like the USS Portland have tested high-power lasers against static targets in the Gulf of Aden, important experiments to evaluate system performance in different operational scenarios. Despite successful tests and the great potential of laser weapons, there are still significant challenges, with issues like energy consumption, cooling, and atmospheric limitations greatly affecting their application. It's always important to remember that a laser, even a high-power one, is essentially a light beam, meaning it can be affected by dense clouds or fog, elements very common in maritime environments. Moreover, lasers can only target one threat at a time and need to maintain constant contact until the threat is neutralized, making them less effective against swarms of drones or simultaneous multiple attacks. To circumvent these limitations, lasers with increasingly higher powers are being tested to reduce the time the target needs to be illuminated. But despite these challenges, the U.S. Navy continues to heavily invest in this technology because its advantages are truly impressive. The success of the HELIOS test on the USS Preble is a crucial step toward the definitive adoption of laser weapons by the U.S. Navy. There are still many challenges to overcome, but this technology promises to profoundly transform naval combat. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe now and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates.